This is Aaron East with MMA UK, and I'm joined this evening by James Power of Subzone Fight Academy. James has been widely recognised by as one of Cage Warriors' most dominant lightweights since joining the roster back in 2022, with only one defeat in 3 years of donning those famous yellow gloves. And with the news being dropped recently, James is set for his next step on his Cage Warriors stardom by challenging for the CW Interim Lightweight Championship when Cage Warriors returns to Manchester on June 28th. I'd like to kick things off by thanking you for taking the time out of your evening to speak with me, James, bro.
No worries at all, man. It's a pleasure.
As always, man, and a huge congratulations on your recently announced interim lightweight title opportunity, man. You must be so chuffed at this.
Yeah, man. Like it's what I've been working towards since signing for Cage Warriors. The goal was never just to be part of the roster; it was to climb right to the top. So to have that now on the cards is amazing.
100% well-deserved opportunity, man. Is there any chance you could elaborate possibly on how this opportunity came about?
Mate, I was on holiday and I just got the text off my coach Cam saying that Ian Dean had been in touch and said they were going to go ahead with me versus Ewan for the interim title, which obviously I was answering yes to straight away, no hesitation. Absolutely over the moon to get that. I feel like I've been knocking on the door of a title shot for a while, so to have it sent over to us, we were ecstatic.
Yeah, I mean, many can agree. I mean, you've had pretty much 3 dominant years. I mean, like barring one little loss, but pretty much 3 dominant years with those famous yellow gloves, man. Definitely.
Yeah, it's been a long road, and you know, I've not cherry picked fights or anything like that. Whoever Cage Warriors have sent me, I've said yes to because I know I wanted to fight the best guys and get myself right to the top as quick as possible. So yeah, it's been a challenging road, but that's what I wanted. Because obviously the end goal is to be in the UFC, and there's no easy fights there. So I didn't want to be looked after in any way like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's been some time since we first spoke. I mean, I believe we were speaking about this before we went live here. When your Cage Warriors debut 3 years back, you've certainly stuck to your word from what you told me way back then. I mean, no doubt it's a great feeling to see your plan come to fruition.
Yeah, definitely. Like you say, it's been 3 years at Cage Warriors, fighting top guys, good opponents in all areas. And yeah, to finally be at the top of the division and fighting for the titles, it's an amazing feeling. But we don't just want to get to that title. I need to go in there and win it and move on to whatever's next after that as well.
Couldn't agree more, man. I mean, it's great to see journeys like yourselves become the next big rising stars under the banner. I mean, it's becoming more and more noticeable as the years go on that you guys from a few years ago are pretty new. Well, you're all pretty much top of the rankings at the moment.
Yeah, I don't pay too much attention, to be fair, where the rankings are at, because I know Tapology can be a bit hit and miss at times. But yeah, I think like my resume speaks for itself. You know, my only blemish on there is to Pagani, and if we see the fight he had with Mason Jones, we know the caliber of fighter he is as well. And it was only a decision loss. It's not like I've been finished or anything like that either.
Yeah, I can agree more with you with Tapology. It's got me in trouble a few times with you guys, especially when it comes to records. I mean, I spoke to someone who goes, by the way, that's my record, not that. I was like, oh, crap.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good idea, isn't it? It's a good system, but obviously everything has its flaws. So I think sometimes people move up in the rankings maybe when they shouldn't be, and vice versa, people lower in the rankings than they should be as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's certainly a huge milestone for yourself. I mean, with the organisation, you've come leaps and bounds since joining. I mean, a roadmap that many will agree that you was definitely going to hit eventually. But when looking at the interim title opportunity, I mean, it must have been irrelevant. I mean, all this hard work, even just one slip up that we mentioned, but it just must seem irrelevant now. Where you are.
Yeah, definitely. And like after the loss as well, like I was straight back in there fighting a good opponent who was coming off a quick submission win. So yeah, just straight back to business. Like any slip up at this level, it can cost you the fight. So that wasn't ever going to deter me, and we knew my caliber and where I need to be.
Yeah, I mean, you certainly accumulated quite a portfolio of names in that time. Also, I mean, each walk you've been showing different levels to your game. I mean, who do you feel that was your biggest challenge along the way to CW191?
To be honest, I still think my hardest fight was probably Capera. He was a difficult opponent, seasoned veteran. He was just coming off a slick submission win himself, and he'd done the rounds with George as well. Before that, who was the champion at the time. So I knew he was game, tough, durable, and he had the skill set to potentially cause me some problems. So it was a big step up in opponent. But yeah, I obviously passed that one with flying colours.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. I mean, if I was to pick one of your best matches of CW, I'd definitely pick that one too. 100% great fight that one was.
Yeah, I enjoy being there in that one as well. Yeah, it was good.
I mean, it's a very busy division that you're in. I mean, with quite possibly some of the biggest names on the UK and international MMA scene. I mean, it's quite a packed one at CW also. I mean, it must be a great feeling to know that there's plenty of opportunities out there in the way of opportunity for you.
Yeah, definitely. Like lightweight's always been known as being a stat division. It's a common size of human being, I suppose, in the sport. So the divisions are always dense, but that's good because if you can get to the top of a division like this, then your standard is very high.
I mean, I bet there's a few names on that list that you're hoping you get matched up against one day soon too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. To be honest, any of the guys competing regularly on the Cage Warriors circuit, picking up the wins, be a great test for me. Which is the main thing I'm trying to do is get those tests in, and hopefully then move on to the UFC.
I mean, with your preparations leading up to just next month, I mean, I bet you're going all out in camp to hit those potential 5 rounds.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, gas tank's never been something that has, throughout even my amateur career, been a problem for me. I've always been one of the harder workers in the room, and I do all the extra work as well outside of the gym in terms of the road work and stuff like that. So cardio's never been an issue, but definitely taking it into consideration more specifically for this fight, with it potentially having to go 5 rounds, although I really don't see that being the case with me and Ewan.
And your track record can definitely back those words, man, 100%.
Yeah, Ewan as well. Like he's a submission artist. He's good at what he does, and likewise for me. So yeah, I think it'd be surprising to see it go all 5 rounds.
I mean, David, it's all that stands in your way. I mean, have you taken some time to focus on some of what could be his potential game plans, or are you more laser focused on what you bring to the table?
I always, if there's footage on my opponent, I'll always look at it. My coaches will study it for me. And if there's anything they're particularly good at, which there is with him, he's really good in some areas. But then also there's some holes that I'm definitely looking to exploit as well in his game, which I actually think really suit into some of my strengths as well. So yeah, it's exciting, man. This is what we do it for, going there to test the skills against somebody else who's a very talented fighter. This is what excites us as fighters.
Couldn't agree more. I mean, when I saw your news dropping, your little hint of what was going to go on, I was thinking, I was definitely hoping that you two would be matched. I think it was a good guess. I mean, if there was a way that I could have betted on who your opponent would have been, I think that would have been a great moneymaker right now.
Yeah, definitely. To be fair, I was surprised. I thought maybe I seen Cullen chatting a few things online at the time around the matchmaking going on. So I thought they might have sent his name away, or even the champion. I knew that he said that he felt like I was the next in line to fight for the belt. So I thought maybe he would, have me fighting him for the title. But from what I can read online and stuff, he's not wanting to defend or not able to defend in the summer months. So that's why we're doing the interim, and then hopefully he comes in and defends the title, and we can unify that in the winter months maybe this year.
And quite possibly a showdown between you two would be absolutely extraordinary. I mean, I bet that gives you extra motivation to get that interim belt running right ways, because then there's no ifs, there's no buts. You are definitely next in line.
Yeah, exactly, man. I mean, I feel like the last few fights when I fought Kolinski, there was talks before that of if I win that fight, am I, the number one contender? And then I finished Kolinski. Nothing happened with the title fight, and then when I fought Jerleen was touted as somebody who might be next in line to fight for the belt, and obviously I finished him, and that was built up as a bit of a number one contender fight. And then obviously now I've got the interim title fight. I'm a little bit gutted that it is an interim shot and not the fighting for the actual belt, but it's good for me. I think Ewan's probably a better opponent than the current champion anyway. So if I can get past Ewan, then I'm more than set to fight the Brazilian.
I bet the whole CW fan base would agree with you there, man. Well, I, for one, I'm looking forward to witnessing you out there once again, bro. Wish you all the best for your preparations, and all the best come fight night.
Thank you very much, mate. Thank you for your time.
Anytime, my friend. But before we go, last but not least, do you have a message for the fans that will be in attendance and anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, if you've not already got a ticket, make sure you hit the link on my bio on Instagram or on Facebook and get yourself a ticket to the event. It's not one to be missed. Not only is me and Ewan fighting for the title, which is going to be a show-stopping fight, but there's plenty of other talented fighters on the roster and future UFC stars, so get yourself booked in.
Nice one, bro. I mean, is there anyone you'd like to give a shout out to? Any thanks to?
Yeah, if I could shout out some of my sponsors, that'd be great, mate. So there's Skio Nordic Sky, Wolf Subs, Pulse Hire, Aqua Heat, Joe Ralph's Gym, Wakefield Bathrooms, and Allure Fightwear. All these guys are sponsoring me on my journey to the UFC. So yeah, thank you guys.
It's always good to get their names out there too, man, because without them, you wouldn't be able to do what you do and live your dream.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Yeah, they all help massively. So thank you guys.
No worries, man. You enjoy the rest of the night. Once again, absolute pleasure speaking with you, bro.
Thank you, mate. See you soon.
See you soon.